Alexander Gustafsson, the 6'5", 240-pound longtime reigning light heavyweight champion, has continued his dominance here in the HFC. He's got a unique style with his long reach yet deadly precision. With knockout wins over John Jones and Mike Tyson, Gustafsson looks to continue his dominant streak. Speaking of John Bones Jones, the 6'4", 205-pounder has not seemed like himself in the HFC, suffering losses to the light heavyweight champion Alexander Gustafsson in a brutal KO loss to Mike Tyson. Conor McGregor. The notorious Conor McGregor, with a build of 5 feet 8 inches and the ability to traverse through multiple weight divisions, makes him a tough task for his opponents. McGregor made his debut in the HFC with a win over Tony Ferguson for the vacant lightweight belt, in a firefight where McGregor almost got submitted yet battled back to knock Ferguson out in the second round. In the rematch bout, El Kukui would best Mystic Mac to tie the series at 1 apiece. However, in the trilogy bout, McGregor asserted himself as a lightweight champion of the world as he knocked out Tony Ferguson. Keon Roop. Keon Roop, the reigning flyweight champion of the world, stands at 5 feet 7 inches, 125 pounds. Roop defended his belt for the first time in over 2 years with a dominant victory against Joseph Benavidez. Roop continued his success with the first and only submission in the HFC when he submitted newcomer Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Gervonta Davis. Gervonta has only had a handful of fights in MMA, let alone the HFC. He stands at 5 feet 5 inches, 125 pounds. Davis looked dominant in his debut fight against Demetrius Johnson with a KO win. However, Davis's inexperience would come back to haunt him as his next fight, a title fight against Keon Roop, he was clearly winning through the first round, but overextended himself in the second, and the savvy veteran took advantage and choked him unconscious. Max Holloway. Max Holloway, a dangerous striker on his feet, standing at 5 feet 11 inches and weighing 145 pounds, has posed problems for anyone standing in his way. In a bout for the title, Holloway convincingly beat down Jose Aldo and defended it rather easily against Chad Mendes. Jose Aldo. The king of Rio, Jose Aldo, has not looked good so far in the HFC. He stands at 5 feet 7 inches and weighs 135 pounds. Jose has suffered 2 bad losses, looking to turn it around if he wants a chance to stay in the company. Robbie Lawler. Standing at 5 feet 11 inches and weighing 170 pounds is welterweight champion Robbie Lawler. Lawler beat Carlos Condit for the belt and then had another stellar defense of the belt against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, where he ended the fight with a head kick out of nowhere. Stephen Thompson. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson looks to climb the ranks again. Standing at 6 feet and weighing 170 pounds, he had a victory over Kamaru Usman where he looked unstoppable, just taking constant shots to the chin yet absorbing everything Usman threw at him. However, in his championship fight, it seemed to have caught up to him as one head kick from Robbie Lawler shut his lights off. Yoel Romero, the Soldier of God. Yoel Romero has been stunning in his HFC career. Standing at 5 feet 9 inches and weighing 185 pounds, he's looked unstoppable thus far. The middleweight champion has 2 knockout wins on his record, one against Robert Whittaker and the other against a former Disney star, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Former boxer Jake Paul has had a bit of a rocky time in the HFC. Standing at 6 feet 1 inch and weighing 185 pounds, Paul has proven he has knockout power, finishing the likes of Michael Bisping, but he just can't seem to get over the hump to finally taste gold. Francis Ngannou. One of the baddest men on the planet, Francis Ngannou stands at 6 feet 4 inches and 262 pounds. Ngannou had 2 dominant wins over the likes of Alistair Overeem, where he knocked him out in the second round. Then he fought Cain Velasquez, where he dominated the majority of the fight besides a few moments. However, Velasquez would be the first fighter in the HFC to make it to a decision. Francis would unanimously win. Francis's next challenger, Curtis Blaydes, however, stripped the belt away from him and has been holding it ever since. Curtis Blaydes. With only 1 fight in the HFC, Blaydes is holding one of the most prestigious belts in the organization. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and 260 pounds, Blaydes dethroned Francis and now holds the heavyweight belt. Dominick Cruz. The Dominator had been getting the job done until as of late. Standing at 5 feet 8 inches and weighing 135 pounds, Cruz had been handling his competition well until he fought Cody Garbrandt for the belt, in which Garbrandt knocked him out. Cruz looks to win his rematch fight. Karina Kowalkiewicz, the first women's strawweight champion, standing at 5 feet 3 inches and weighing 115 pounds. Kowalkiewicz defended her belt fiercely, the first 2 defenses, which was a rematch between her and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. However, her luck ran out after she ran into Skidmark, who knocked her out for the belt. Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg, another one of the longest reigning champions in the HFC. Standing at 5 feet 8 inches and weighing 145 pounds, Cyborg has only defended her belt once so far. In her first title fight defense, she knocked out Valentina Shevchenko. Since then, she has not been active. She'll have to defend her belt soon, otherwise risk being stripped for inactivity. All right, and here we go, the only fight of the night. Herb Dean brings them to the center of the octagon, reads them the rules. Will they touch gloves? They will not. No respect shown here from Papa Julio and Edson Barboza. Interesting to see how this gets off. Here we go. Edson Barboza, Julio, Papa. They do touch gloves to start the round. Edson taking a lot of damage, goes with a nice kick. Papa Julio missed big on the overhand there. 15 seconds through this first round there at quite a fast pace. Ooh, nice kick to the liver there by Papa Julio. Edson looks to be lost, a spinning back kick, but he was about 3 or 4 feet away from his fighter there. Nice right hook by Edson. Big knee to the body. I want to say, in this fight, you should look for Edson to strike with those elbows and knees. That's something that he is accustomed to doing. Papa Julio, excuse me. Again, we don't know much about, but based off this first 45 seconds, it seems like he can throw a wide variety of things. Nice check by Edson Barboza there. Papa Julio pumping the jab, throwing the hooks. Again, big body kick by Edson. Big overhand right on the button. Edson just seemed to eat it. Oh, dodges that one. Just under a minute here in this first round. Again, off to a high pace. Edson with a head kick to no avail. Again, Julio popping the jab. Big spinning back kick to Julio. Edson trying to change levels. Oh! Knocks him down with a head kick to the side of the temple. Jumps on top. Throws an elbow. Julio, feet on hips, kicks him off. And both fighters stand. Wow, that was out of nowhere. I mean, talk about power and precision. Just a head kick, roundhouse to the right side of Julio's temple. Oh, and Julio returns with one of his own. Edson not seeming to have any problems here, though, taking the shots. Obviously, you do not want to keep that up. There's only so many that he can take. Both fighters trading punches in the pocket. Avoids the head kick. Nice dodge by Edson. Oh, big outside leg kick by Julio. Again, Edson with the receipt. Nice kick to the body. Have seen no grappling here through the first 2 minutes of this round. Again, they're just trading in the pocket. Just man on man, pride on pride. I'm going to knock you out. It appears one of the fighters is bleeding. I'm not sure who. I see Edson bleeding, or has blood on his rib cage, so therefore I'm going to assume that Papa Julio is cut somewhere. Like I said, Edson, you got to watch out for those knees and those elbows. He is sharp and quick, and he will cut you. Nice check by Edson, follows it up with a straight down the middle. Julio misses with a big overhand. They're just, again, just in the pocket. I've never seen anything like this. Julio really exerting himself here. Edson with a nice outside leg kick. You know, if you're Julio, you got to start mixing it up, some level change. I mean, he's just throwing the jab and the overhand. He does connect. Edson's got to find a way to avoid that big overhand. He's telegraphing it really bad. Nice spinning back kick, but again, Julio with his hands up. Did a little bit of telegraphing on his own. That's a big overhand by Papa Julio. Follows it up with multiple kicks to the body and to the legs. Edson trailing away. Nice overhand by Edson, trying to gain some respect back. As you can see, Julio is definitely the aggressor, walking him down. Spinning back kick. Wow. Oh, big overhand. Edson did not eat that one. Edson looks weak on his legs. He looks like he's about to fall. Ooh, Julio, you saw, tried to go for the takedown, could not get it, just a little too far away. It's got to be something he's got to work on in his camp, him and his coaches. He seems like quite the striker here so far through the first 4 minutes. I mean, what a performance. Nice hook by Edson Barboza. Julio just winging in hooks and overhands, doing anything he can to just do damage to Barboza. Nice body kick. Nice couple of jabs and straights. Julio returns with his own, another overhand. Barboza tried to go with an uppercut. It appears that Julio is cut. I cannot tell if it's over the eye. I think Barboza is also cut. That one might be under the eye. Gonna be a lot of blood tonight if this goes the distance. Nice body kick by Edson Barboza. Big overhand. Barboza blocks it. Now you see Barboza trying to walk him down here and Julio backing up. Oh, big overhand. Edson has got to do something to counter. Gotta slip back and throw an uppercut. Oh, nice knee to the body. Another one. Cannot take too many more of those. Just under 10 seconds left in the round. Are we going to see a flurry of punches here in the last 5 seconds? Edson tries to kick the legs to no avail. A bit of lull in the action. Throws a head kick in there to the shadow. What a first round here in the HFC. Watch this replay. Head kick right to the temple. Sends Papa Julio down to the mat. I mean, what a shot. And then Edson Barboza tries to follow up. Nice punch going down, but could not finish it. And here we got Papa Julio with a highlight of his own. Big overhand right on the button. Just over the eye. And now let's listen in to Papa Julio's corner. Our beautiful Maria. And here we go. Back in round 2. Herb tells both fighters, are you ready? Let's get to it. And we're off. They touch gloves at the start of the second round. Again, up to the same pace, really. Nice. Man, both fighters are just swinging and kicking, doing as much as they possibly can to hurt each other. I don't think this fight is going to go the distance. Oh, big hooks by Papa Julio. Head kick by Barboza to no avail. Catches Julio's. Tries to find some sort of offense. Clips him with a left hook. Head kick to the hands. Papa Julio looks to be a little staggered on his feet here. Again, he's just retreating. Barboza should keep applying the pressure. Nice leg kick. Nice body kick. Big overhand by Papa Julio. Barboza's rocked. Julio goes for a takedown. Can he pull him off the cage? He can. Now into half guard. Transitions to full guard. And Barboza, just like that, says, I do not want any of this. Under a minute left in this, or under a minute. Oh my, excuse me. Just under a minute gone in the second round. Nice overhand by Barboza. Question mark kick there. Haven't seen that. Big overhand. Barboza has got to do something. Trying to back away. Papa Julio really putting his foot on the gas here. You almost get the sense that Papa Julio wants to finish this thing now. You almost get the sense that he doesn't think he's conditioned well enough to go the 5 rounds. Edson, meanwhile, just continues to just tick-tack his way. Kicks to the body, jabs to the body, kicks to the legs. Just like that. I mean, he is doing a full-body dismantlement. But has he taken too much damage? A big overhand. Again, Papa Julio tries to take him down. He does get a nice single leg. Great form. Again, Barboza working in a full guard. And again, slips out of Papa Julio's reach. Something Papa Julio will have to work on for his next fight is keeping them on the ground. Again, just throwing that jab out there. Big overhand by Edson Barboza. Can he follow it up? Feet on hips for Papa Julio. Got to do something here. Barboza swings the legs, moves to side control. Knee cuts into top mount. Elbows. Oh, nasty elbows. That's going to cut him open. Ooh, Papa Julio looks gassed. Oh, a big elbow. Oh, a big elbow. 2 big elbows. 3. Barboza, this has got to be close to ending it. Another elbow. Again, just trying to do anything he can in his will to end this fight. Back in the half guard here. Papa Julio transitions to the back. Is he going to take his back? No. Barboza forces him into full guard. Barboza has a dangerous guard, but he says, I don't want any of it. Let's stand back up. Spinning back heel kick to the head, but Julio saw it coming. Just over 2 minutes left in the second round. We are off to a fast pace still. These fighters are going to be gassed come the later rounds. Big overhand by Papa Julio. Throws the jab, backs up another overhand. Nice outside leg kick. I think Edson Barboza has to gain some respect here from Papa Julio. There is a lot of blood on the mat right now and on the fighters. Papa Julio obviously bleeding from a lot of places on his face. Nice counter. Big overhand by Papa Julio, sends him down in the middle of a leg kick. Throwing that jab, throws it straight right down the middle. Edson Barboza's down, and Herb Dean's going to call it off. Papa Julio with a second round knockout in his HFC debut. Let's take another look at that. Tries to predict the overhand and instead gets a straight right down the middle. Edson thought he was going to go with an overhand. Nope. Straight right down the middle. Didn't see it coming. Collapses. His legs had no power. And Papa Julio jumps on top of him and says, I am finishing it. Just nasty punches to the face. And Herb decides he's seen enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Julio is 1-0 in the HFC. Now we take you to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
Papa Julio getting a big win here in his debut. Fans going crazy. They put on a great show here for the HFC. As you see him congratulating his corner. He's telling the commissioner, you better watch out. I'm the next up-and-comer. I am the new guy. That is going to do it from the HFC. We appreciate all of you listeners and watchers there. We will see you next time.